But today's agenda, we will have a small. We will have an introduction, and then following that, we'll cover the contribution opportunity process, and then we'll pass to a private sector perspective and interactive exercise. So let's move to the introduction. So for the one that were not present at the webinar in May, we will briefly introduce you again the PCM project. So first of all, what is a joint action? It's a European instrument that co-funded project under the EU4Health program, involving member state, public level body, and the European Commission to tackle priority health challenge at European level. What we aim for is to promote cross-border collaboration, to share knowledge, tools, and best practice, achieving greater impact than national effort alone. We are co-funded, this kind of instrument are co-funded by EU grant and national contribution. But what is exactly the joint action personalized cancer medicine? So the funding is 31.6 million. This is a project, it has a duration of 4 years. We started in November 25. The consortium involved 141 partners across 29 countries in Europe, and we cover different types of organizations. Our project is actually building on two previous initiatives, European initiative, that was CANIL and PCM for EU, and the coordination lead is actually our team, the Cancer Center at Censano in Belgium. What is our mission and vision? Our mission is to leverage the potential of PCM within the EU by increasing access and knowledge to the personalized cancer medicine in Europe. Our vision is a comprehensive person-centric approach addressing multiple perspectives from the healthy individual, the cancer patient, to the survivor. Our key action will be to create an EU-wide network for cross-border PCM collaboration and to develop a methodology and tool that can help member states to give access to personalized prevention, diagnosis, treatment, and follow-up. Our objective is to ensure equitable access to PCM across the cancer pathway, to share data and best practice, and as well to build knowledge and capacity among the healthcare professional, patient, and the public. This is our action plan. As I was mentioned, we covered the patient journey from the personalized prevention, personalized medicine, personalized follow-up, and tertiary prevention. All of these aspects are divided in 3 arms that you can see here, and each arm is composed of 2 dedicated work packages to address the thematic and supported by 1 or 2 pilots. We do have as well a transversal pilot that covers at least 2 arms. These activities are actually supported by 7 transversal work packages covering the coordination, communication, evaluation, sustainability, but as well the education and training and the external quality assessment, the legal ethic and equity, and as well the health technology assessment and data. Regarding the pilot, this is the list of our 7 pilots. I won't go into too much in detail. We covered the more in-depth of the description of this pilot in the previous webinar, so I invite you to look again at the previous webinar to get more information on this activity. What I think is still important to mention you today is that how we actually implement and developing this pilot in the project. So we are moving the implementation and the pilot in phase. The phase 1 was to collect the expression of interest of the consortium members. So we initiated phase before the launch of the project to give the opportunity to every member of the consortium to express the interest in participating in one or several pilots. When this phase was closed, we moved to the phase 2 on the pilot's definition and planning, where we try to understand the participant expectation and the technology readiness through survey and interview. We identify as well the active contributing side and the observer roles. This phase is actually under finalization at the moment. The last phase, the phase 3, will be the execution and implementation, and it is expected to start in early 27. So as I was mentioned in the webinar 26, webinar that we held on the 26th of May, you can have a more in-depth of the project, the project with a deeper introduction. You will have as well access to information on the memorandum regarding the private sector collaboration engagement with the GIPCM, as well as a presentation of each pilot's leads, proposing the value proposition for the activity. You can find all of this information within our website through the PCM Private Sector platform that is available in the About section, within the private sector. You can as well scan the QR code to have access directly to this section. Now let's move to the second point of our agenda, that is the contribution opportunity process. This process actually targets the first objective of our collaboration. So it's the immediate objective that we have, covering the collaboration opportunity within the GIPCM pilot through targeted contribution. And we have flagged in the previous webinar 4 current opportunity with a pilot value proposition covering the thematic of medical product and cancer treatment, next generation sequencing, germline, liquid biopsy and tissue biopsy testing, but as well digital tool and solution. And finally, the consultation like we have today's meeting, but as well covering survey and workshop activity. The contribution opportunity, this is the process that we have put in place. So you will find all the contribution opportunity within the GIPCM Private Sector platform. This section is under construction, so at this stage you won't be able to find it in the website. For each pilot, we will publish opportunity call for collaboration opportunity, outlining scope of collaboration, selection criteria, timeline, value proposition, and other relevant information. These publications are foreseen to be starting from September 26. So from that time, you will be able to see them within the private sector platform, but we will as well inform the mailing list that you receive through the expression of interest. That's why it's important as well, if you are interested, to get informed when a publication happens, that you are within our mailing list. How to apply? For each publication, you will have a submit application via a dedicated form on the platform. This form will actually be redirected directly to the pilot lead, but as well to the coordination team of the GIPCM. And one application form per opportunity call is allowed, but as well multiple calls may be applied for different pilots. What will be the next step after the evaluation of the different applications will be performed by the pilot lead team, and it is possible that selection of several collaborations will be possible, and this will be assessed on a case-by-case basis. The shape of the collaboration and the contract negotiation will take place directly with the pilot lead team, and the GIPCM coordination team will ensure the alignment with the GIPCM grant agreement. I will pause here and invite you to ask your question regarding this process. You can put them in the chat if you prefer, or directly emailing them to the GIPCM coordination team. As I mentioned, we will compile all of these questions and condense them in a document that you can revise at a later stage. I don't see if hands are raising.
I have maybe one question. The platform you're talking about, when will it be operational, you think?
So the website is already operational, so everyone can have access to this platform for the moment. So you can already look at the webinar that we did in May. You have as well access. You will have access to the memorandum, and all of the information that are condensed around this activity will be on the platform. So this is actually active. The only section that is not yet available is the opportunity publication that's still under construction.
And that will be open by when, you think?
I'm turning to the publication.
September.
September. Okay. Good. After the summer.
Yes. If no questions are raised, I will move on with the private sector perspective interactive exercise. For this exercise, we're actually focusing on the second objective of collaboration, that's regarding the long term. So we have explained that we would like to break the silo between the public and private PCM stakeholder to expand the uptake, but as well reduce the development disparity across Europe and leverage new collaboration. And within our mission, like I was mentioning, we'd like to develop a sustainable framework. So we are working on developing the EU PCM network within our project. And in parallel, like we are doing today, is developing the PCM public-private partnership framework. You might be aware as well that there is another initiative, European initiative, the Joint Action European Network Comprehensive Cancer Center, the UNET-CCC, where the mission is actually establish a unified network integrating cutting-edge cancer research with high-quality clinical care delivery. And our idea is actually to work, we are actually working closely with them on a sustainability plan to really embed or PCM network within the overarching structure that UNET-CCC is building. And within the ambition that we will take with us the PPP framework that we are developing here with you. So this is the overall idea, and to really demonstrate to you that we have a strategy for the sustainability of this activity.